Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on what time zone you're in or what time you're watching this video. Today, we are back with more Ren. This time, it is Freckled Angel. With that being said, this is a heavy song, I'm sure, because we know that Freckled Angel refers to Joe, a dear friend of his who he lost. And this song must be, if not the, at least one of the most impactful songs in Ren's life. Maybe not for like the world, but like for himself and understanding kind of what he was going through, kind of therapizing himself, being able to like kind of sift through his own mind, all of that, like just, and I think I've been a little nervous kind of approaching it because I feel like it's going to be intense. I don't know if I'm prepared, but we're here anyways. So without further ado, love you all. Let's get into it. So that's Joe, eh? Freckled Angel. It makes, I love that we have the sky as kind of like the backdrop and he's kind of smiling, gazing off in the distance. It's like he's still got a journey that he sees out there. Like, I love that picture that they used here, and that the fact that he's at the start of this video tells you a lot. Tells you a lot.
This next song is probably one of the most important songs that I've ever written, I feel.
Oh, you can
it's
see the emotion
dedicated to a friend of mine
up.
who passed away about 8 months ago, called Joe Hughes. So everyone remember that name because he's an absolute legend.
8 months
and it's called
ago,
Freckled
man.
Angels, and it goes like,
Yeah, okay. This is something that like always impressed me, and I don't think I ever really truly understood it until I started thinking more about how Ren is as a performer. But like, think about all the emotions that Ren is going through right now. It literally strangled the last of his words out from him. He couldn't speak towards the end of that. Like, it overwhelmed him because of the loss of Joe and the feelings and the emotions that follow, and just the intensity of that. Anyone who's lost someone in their life, whether they're close to you or not, knows that there's that void, like especially when it's so recent, right? And he's in it right now. And to be able to go on then and to perform, I always thought, how the hell do you do that? How do you then go on with all those emotions kind of choking you? How do you perform? And then with Ren, I finally, like, I kind of understood it's because this is his therapy. This is how he moves through life. How he moves through those negative experiences is through the music. So it makes perfect sense that while he can't speak, he can sing and he can play, because that's what Ren is. That's his music. He's music. He's... This has like a nostalgic, like childhood memories kind of feel to it. It's the perfect way to build a song.
Could I have just a day where I'd get to see your face? I would laugh, you would skate, hanging out by the pier cave, chasing dreams, freckled face, no inhibitions, aces mates. Tell me everything's okay, you never meant to go away. And
okay, I want to stop there. I love that we're opening with kind of the history of what made their bond, like who they were, so we get an understanding of like the relationship that these two people had. And he probably, like, in that one kind of just verse, we get so much about Joe. We actually learn a lot about who he is as a person. Obviously not a lot, but we get to know who he is. And so in that, he keeps Joe alive through the music itself, while also kind of giving us a segue into understanding exactly where this song came from, exactly where these emotions were built. It's this individual who gave him this undeniable feeling of incredibility. You know what I mean? Like, Ren has said it before. He said he used to miss that feeling of feeling invulnerable and invincible. And we think it's the feeling, in part it is the feeling of childhood, but it's also being surrounded by these people who you think you're going to spend the rest of your life with, and your life's going to be forever. And that's who Joe was for Ren. And to experience that kind of going into the song really helps us to kind of connect with Joe by paralleling that to something we have in our own lives. I actually really love that. I love that that's how we start this.
You never meant to go away.
Oh man.
And I need some.
Sorry, tell me everything's okay and you never meant to go away, because like that's all he wanted. He just wanted his friend to be okay. But he lost his friend. And now he wants that friend to come back and tell him that he never meant to do it. It wasn't on purpose. It was like an accident. So that we can all be happy. There's no regrets. You know what I mean? We just move forward and be happy. Spend that day together, just that one more day. And we all know that feeling of wishing we had just one more day with someone. Sometimes it's people that are still in our lives that are not gone, you know what I mean? That are still alive, that we wish we still had one more day with. And you know what? If you're feeling that way, give that person a shout. You never know. They could be feeling the same way. Okay, sorry.
And I need something to hold on to.
Oh, wow.
And I wish I could hold on to you. 'Cause I will never ever forget you. But I know you'll be soaring through. Because Freckled.
Okay, hang on. I love that, because he says I need something to hold on to, and there's so many ways you can take that, right? Because there's a metaphorical sense and like hold on to something that's like hope, right? So he's saying he wants hope, but then he says I wish I could hold on to you, because Joe was his hope, right? Joe was that thunderbolt of spark and creativity. He's literally led to so much of this, and he just wishes it wasn't in this way. You know what I mean? He just wishes he could hold on to him in real life. And so it's that physical hold, but it's also that like metaphorical hold of hold on to hope and hold on to him in the sense of his memory. Jeez, man, just like, because this is it. We are all stories waiting to be told. And I say this, and I say this with all my heart, because this is it. Once we are gone, it is only what people will say about us that matters. And you want them to say good things, guys. Like, not even for the sake of oh, you sound like you came off as a good person, but think about like what that means about what you did with your life. You spread so much positivity. You know what I mean? And that's what we need. And that's okay. I'm gonna go and just go back to the reviewing part.
Because
oh,
angels laugh the hardest.
I love this.
And their hearts, they are the largest.
Okay, this is where that came.
They fly the farthest, so I know you're gonna be okay. Freckled angels live the longest, and their minds, they are the strongest. All their friends, they are the fondest, so I know you're gonna be okay.
Jeez, like, okay, I'm glad that he put that little break there, because it gave me a second to compose too. And I think honestly that might be why it's there, because just that the part about Freckled Angels is so true, and we like it's the people in our life that leave these lasting moments, these people that change your life for the better in one way, shape, or form, sometimes in ways they don't ever even realize that they did, right? It's these people, the ones that leave us with lessons, that give us happiness beyond recognition, that remind us what it is, like what that good is in life, like the happy moments in life. Those people are the ones that live the longest, right? They're the ones that transcend all of us, because we will sing their praises, and they never die in that sense. They just continue to live on. There's 2 times that you die, and this is a very cliched line, but it's very true. The first is when your physical body dies, and the second is the last time someone mentions your name. So in this way, Joe is going to live forever. You know what I mean? He will forever be immortalized through Ren and through his music. And that's through the power of their experiences together, the love that they shared and the joys that Ren experienced together. And that's why this song exists. It's a testament to their relationship. And this is something we can all relate to, because I think for the most part, most of us have at least one person in our lives who has made it just so awesome. And when we think about them, if we've already lost them, or if they're still in our lives, great. But if we've lost them, this is that song. This is the song for that person. You know what I mean? Oh man. Okay. Yeah.
Could I have just a sec? Pull me up out of this wreck. Crack a joke and tense your pecs. Act a fool, but with excellence. And every time I laugh, it reminds me of you. The funniest guy I ever knew. I've got so much left to say. Hope I can tell you all someday.
I love that. We get so much personality of Joe from the way that Ren kind of puts the song together. Because even here, we see Ren saying, "Could you please pull me out of this wreck?" because he feels terrible. And that person that would pull him out of that wreck was Joe. And you see how he would do it. He would crack jokes. He would do things that were silly, that would make Ren laugh, that would make Ren happy. And to lose that person, yeah, you can completely understand why it hurts so much, especially to lose them in this way. It's such a like it's in the worst way, you lose the best person. And it hurts so much. Just that intensity of that feeling. And that's what created this song. And yet still it's so beautiful because look at all the love that they had. You know what I mean? There's so much love here.
I need something to hold on to. I wish I could hold on to you, 'cause I will never ever forget you. I bet I know you'll be soaring through, because freckled angels laugh the hardest, and their hearts, they are the largest, and with their wings they fly the farthest. So I know you're gonna be okay. Freckled angels live the longest, and their hearts, they are the strongest, and all their friends, they are the fondest. So I know you're gonna be okay.
You can see all the emotions that he's going through while he's just going. You can watch him just experience the whole song.
I hope you can hear me singing to you, 'cause if so, I'll sing until my voice shatters and my lungs, they explode. I'll sing over a crowded room, so they all know how much I really miss you, Joe. Freckled angels laugh the hardest, and their hearts, they are the largest. With their wings, they fly the farthest. So I know you're gonna be okay. Freckled angels are the fun, then their minds, they are the strongest. All their friends, they are the fondest. So I know you're gonna be okay.
Like, just oh man, yeah, like especially that part where he almost even descends away from singing. It still is, but there's that rasp because it's a message. You know what I mean? Now he's speaking not just to he's not just singing to the crowd. He's not just singing to the audience anymore. He's talking to Joe. It's a message to Joe, and that's why he's looking up now. And you see him when he's talking to Joe. He's actually like looking to the sky. Right? And he's looking up because this is what he's saying to him. He's saying, this is you. This is the love that we had. This is everything that we shared, every moment that we had together, everything that we enjoyed together. Oh man, it's all of that produced this. You know what I mean? And that's what love is. Love's magic. It makes things, it creates, it's creative, it's creativity. You know what I mean? And this is what we see. It's literally their love gave birth to this beautiful art. And just like you know, when he says that he would sing until his lungs exploded, he's not even exaggerating. If he knew he was singing to Joe, if he knew he was talking to Joe, he would do it. He would continue to sing until he was dead. You know what I mean? Like, he'd literally do it. Because that's who Ren is. He loves so hard. He loves so damn hard. And that's why we all kind of flock to him in that sense, because we all know how important love is. And even if we don't talk about it enough, we know how much it plays a role in our life and how much we wish the people in our lives knew that they were loved, or that we knew that sometimes we were loved. And that's why this is so important. This whole experience that we've built together too, like this journey that we're going on, even this like reaction journey, like it's all love. You know what I mean? And that's what it all should be. Oh man. Okay. This was beautiful. Like that's obvious. This was like almost a vulnerability that you feel like you're intruding on Ren's private interior thoughts. You know what I mean? And that's what's beautiful about it, because he lets us in. He does this with openness. and we experience kind of the love that those two shared, the pain of losing that individual, and then also in that same way parallel it to ourselves in our own lives, so we gain a better understanding of not only what Ren's experiencing, but what we're experiencing of loss. And that's the power of Ren's music. It's always a learning experience. Yeah, wow. Okay. This was awesome. I hope you're all doing awesome. Love you all. That has got to be somewhere in the title at some point, I guess. Yeah, it's all love. I guess that's it. Hope that your week is better than your day. Your month is better than your week. And your year is better than your month. Tell the people in your life you love them. I love you all. See you guys on the next one.